Let's go. All right, everybody, let's get on it for a Tuesday after a holiday Monday. Great to see everyone. Welcome back. Happy Tuesday. Happy May. Looking at NASDAQ right now, a little bit of a intraday 30-second opportunity. I'm looking right down here at 912. I just took the long stops at break even, but let's see if we can get this to do something during the session. 5 minutes kind of looks like this. A little overbought, so if this isn't the place, oh, I just got stopped out. And we'll try it again. Give it a second. Let's see if we get another opportunity here. Really liking everything I'm seeing about these markets. And that's preferably to go up. Yes. What do you guys think? Great to see everybody. What's up? Gold Forever, Parula, J Darts, Ogelio, Masterson Trust, David, Nicholas. What's up, Nicholas? Great to see you. Masterson, you're always here. Appreciate you. Neil, Jay, Meso, NBF, and everyone else. We do the books on Thursday. Rudy Poo, what's up? Silver, Wilbur. Awesome. Great to see everybody. How you guys doing? What do you think of these markets? I got to tell you, the window has opened. Okay, so no matter what, our whole objective here and the whole plan for the year, which has been for the 1618, looks like it's ready to launch because we have been talking about this shark for a long time and it's about to get cooked. You can kiss that puppy goodbye. What the heck happened here? Hold on, guys. 1 second. Oh, I just had a couple contracts left over. Should I be getting long? Hold on. Shouldn't be doing two things at once, but I just had a couple contracts get picked up back at 18,912 here for NASDAQ. Let's see what happens. But the deal is for where we are currently, okay, this is a failure after several attempts, and the larger scenario is just taking hold. That larger scenario has been 1618 up to 20K and then some the whole time. Looks like this. After that little pause back in April, and that's all that is, 1618, get ready for NASDAQ 100 to be above 20K. That will happen this summer. What's another 1,000 points, right, guys? What do you guys think? Listen, it's a never say die tech market at this point. We talked about NVIDIA on Thursday, and I said, hey, 1,100 or more. We're 1125. And I don't think I'm selling that forever. This could be a forever. I'm married. Sorry, honey. I'm going to marry the stock. She'll like it. But listen, that's just such a gangster move in NVIDIA. I don't even know what to say. I'll tell you what else is doing gangster moves. You got to look at these. Dell computer, guys. It's just, I bought some calls on this last week. Earnings are Thursday. I think this thing goes 190, 200. Now there's just nothing stopping it. At this point, you got to think about this as like a massive markup play. It's about market capitalization. Incredibly, it's a $100 billion company. Just back last year, you're talking it was like a $25 billion company. But where is it going? That's always my thought. Just because it's gone this far doesn't mean it can't go further. Just ask NVIDIA. And there's a lot of tech stocks ready to just continue to rocket and be the ones you want to be a part of for not only the next year, the next 5 years. Here's Cadence Design, just another big winner. NASDAQ starting to jump off that 12 entry. I'll get to that in a second. Look, Cadence Design, got a shark here. It's just a matter of time till we're 303. And so for just to emphasize what's going on, listen, you want to just throw darts at the Qs? Be my guest. Like if you want to go at the market, give me, 1,000 Qs or 100 Qs or even 10 Qs. Thank you. This is the plan and has been the plan all year long. You ride it for a 1618. Just off that daily, it's 470. Again, I think call positions are probably the place to go for this kind of market because the weekly there is, 1618. We're on that breakout. But longer term, like this, shark failed. This shark has failed. Okay, you had a couple of shots at the shark, but let's just bring this over here. A, B. There was the 886 test. Pause and rejection go. 113, no thank you. Just another little consolidation, indigestion. And big 1618 here is like, it's not 46. I know it's above 500. Come on, let's get that. 500, 505. Yeah, it's like this. And that's the goal. Listen, this is it for the summer. Call it 500. Okay? I mean, it's just book it. We are in a cereal. What is cereal? It's not what you have for breakfast. Cereal as in 1, 2, 3, 4, bar over bar, accumulation, acceleration. And 459 is just a number. Remember, we were looking at this all the way back for a retest around 424, 417, and bump and go. And this is your summer rally, folks. We are already, I would say, a third of the way through, if not more, of the summer rally that started back here in April. Okay, NASDAQ now breaking out above 18,920. I think we get to 19,000 by today. I'll jump to that in a second. But listen, it's a week over week climb. This is not going to stop. What's this? A 1 bar sellout, shakeout, and then we go. And then that brings to mind other stocks that have done that are going to snap right back, like Meta. I mean, this is nothing but a thing here. 477. Talk to me when we're back above 520, 540, 580. You folks know how I was screaming, pounding the table a year ago on all of these. Meta and Amazon and Google and Tesla to a lesser extent, although Tesla's probably primed, ready to go. But all of this is just in such a sweet spot. Here's another one that we need to kind of maybe get. Look at that, Qualcomm's getting away from us. 214. For my folks, this was a 3 ideas all the way back here at around 105. And now it's just doing massive breakout. Wow, 214, 215. That's amazing. But just project these big 1618s because that's what's going on here. Nice. Up 12 on that NQ entry, by the way, folks. I'll go to there in a second before I hit crypto. 237, 235 for Qualcomm. And these are massive, not only yearly, weekly breakouts, but in terms of their long-term growth prospects, what are we talking generationally? We're talking it's this kind of a breakout. Back in 98 had a huge move. Hold on one second. All right, thanks. Something stuck in my throat. And in the same way that after this long grind up, we broke out there and we get the monthly chart on, that's what we're talking about here. Here you go. Okay, so where can this go? It's like Bitcoin. It's like all of these price discovery assumptions. Give me a 1618. What's it do there? 1618, 102, total blast through. Oh, it goes to a 2618314. Not surprised. Can it go to a 3618? You're almost there. You know, for the century, that is, but all of that's pointing you higher in a stock like Qualcomm. Now, what we need to do is find more Qualcomms when they're down here. And that's like Cadence Design. That's like, what other ones? That's Adobe, right? Adobe. There you go. Adobe on the daily is a big shark. That's a monthly chart. Here you go, the daily. Okay, so we got some things down here. 475, 480. Like, yeah, our cruise 480 is our entry. 479 hop level. I like this. I mean, there's just, look, this market is ready for a massive acceleration to blow your minds. That's it. And when I say NASDAQ 20K, that's an initial target. That's an initial target. And remember, we had a crab pattern here. Never got the T2, but it's still a crab. It's still a pattern within the uptrend where even off of that pattern, you get above your targets 1 and 2. Just throw up the 1618. It works like that. Oh, here's that 30-second setup. So I was just telling you guys, I got stopped out and then re-entered. It looks like this. It was a butterfly here. So now let's ride it up to 33 and almost there now. I'm in at 12. Just trying to do more of some live trading. I will share this with you, folks that have the software. Look, things have gotten, in my opinion, even easier on these kind of reads when we've got patterns like that. All right, this is from this morning. Perfect entry down here. We had a perfect 5-minute pattern on the extended hours. And what's happening with these setups, especially during the session, so 9:30 to 4, think of it this way. We're getting a dot. That's it. You know, the dot retest, and then you should be going like that. When we have patterns there, they're even better. So 18,880 for this morning was your ideal entry, and then we just had another higher level pattern confirmation entry down here, 910. So we're going to get a dot in the 30-second. Let's see what happens here. Still need a bearish candle to get that dot. So this little 5-minute trade for 20 plus might be over. Let's see. Nope. Maybe. That dot will be, there you go. Hold on, let's see what happens here, because if we get that dot, I'll bail out of this. Hold on one second. Let's give it 30 seconds. It's not official till the bar closes. That's something also to note. We've seen this in crypto on the weekly HSI and HSI dots where they needed an extra week. Okay, there you go. So that's it for me. Hold on. Should blow that out. All right, stop up to basically the low of that candle, which is, what's the low of that candle right now? This thing should not, if it reverses, we're out. The low is 29. 29. So hold on. Hold on. I got to adjust my stops here. 28.75. Ugh. 28, 29, 25, 29. It was long 6. Okay, so this really should be it because you're retesting it and then use that bar as the low to trail it, and we're blowing through. Beautiful. So no matter what, here I got about almost 20, and there's going to be a failure. We're going to blow through probably for the rest of the day, but hold on one second. Hold on, let's stay on this for a second before we go to jump to crypto. But look, NQs have been great. It's a lot of fun when the market basically rips on every dip, and that's where we are. We are every dip. Every time they try to throw this down, that's it. Is that it for now? Hold on. 32.75. It very well could be. Yeah. Let's stay with this for a second. You got a couple of things here, just so we know on the day. Look, shark, type 1, type 2. I mean, it's 1 and 2's ping-ponging left and right. And with the dots, I mean, this is what I'm talking about with your ideal intraday setup. Look, here's the T2 designation. Then you get the dot. And take your shot. 1 shot, scratch. 2 shots, even better. Come on, let's see. Can this break out? I don't care either way, because if we take it out, I've done my job. If we blow through here and we don't take out that bar, this could run all day. Yeah, look at that. Come on. Come on. Get above 36. Above 36, we run the hop to 38, and you just don't even look back. Let's go. And remember, seriously, there's nothing here except for what came in last week, which was you did a flush up to 19 and change. I suspect if it's not today, it's certainly by Thursday when we come back here that we're above 19,000. So just stay with that. Looking good. What about S&P, the SPY? We're right back above 5,300, and this same deal. Oh, check out 4 hour just got oversold with a trigger. Bullish trigger in a bearish pattern always signals more consolidation at a minimum, if not to eventually fail. So stay with that. Stay with that. Yeah, we need to do more workout sessions. Of the NQ live trading, 30-second, 5-minute. I'm doing it with my crew in the Discord. And what do you guys remember last week when we did that QQQ 5-minute setup? Remember that that was at 4:53. We should just take a peek at that. It was perfect. It was perfect. There it was. It was the bat. We were right there at 4:52 on Thursday. And this is the thing that I need to do more for you folks. Why? Because most of what we're doing is waiting for prime setups like this. We were right here. Remember I was saying that's got to be the low. 452, the low. I bought some calls which rode me into 456 and beyond. We'll get more of these setups. Let me clean up the chart. But if you didn't catch it last week's session, please do. We held it out, and we were screwing around here, and then finally it gave us the delayed thing. Yeah, I'm still in this trade. I was long 6 at 12. It's now 38. Got to blast through that 38 level to really break out. But listen, it's just going to keep going. The Qs, there's nothing here. There's nothing here. You go back here. What I suspect is what is here is an HSI where we're going to probably check that today, 460. Ooh, maybe the 460 calls. For today, those 0 DTEs, they look like this. What's this? No, let me see. Let's pull up a couple 5-minute calls here. The 460s. It's, I really like it when I say I think it's going to be a fun summer. It's going to be, I think, an easier summer than most, just for what has been happening. You're breaking out, you're scratching all-time new highs. Believe it or not, the money printer never went off. It never went off. So where's the 460s? 460 right here. Is that for today or is that Friday? Let me see. Hold on. Yeah, I think we go 1900, 19,000 today. 460 on the SPY. Come on. Hold on. Where's my chart? Chart, please. Thank you. It's 235. 235, but let's see. What's that? That's the 459s. Oh, that expires. That makes sense. That expires Friday. The 460s. I think we pop hard this week, especially you got Dell earnings. Oh, look at that. Okay. I was doing this last year, showing you guys some option patterns triggering off of hourly 4-hour option charts like this. That's a nice one, right at $1. What's today? What's today, guys? The 28th? Hold on. You guys can't see that? Let me blow this up. Yeah, this is the problem with on the layout thing for me. Hold on. The 460s. Let's go today. First of all, let's look at today. Is there an opportunity here for this thing to pop off? 33 cents. Kind of like that. Oh, we just had a nice check back. Oh, did I get stopped out? Yeah, just about. The 30 at the 460s here. There's a little check back on the 5-minute. I just got stopped out on my NQ, but that's all right. I'm still looking for this pop into the end of the day. Let me see here. 60-minute time frame. Some patterns. Let's see here. 30-second. I'll come back. There you go. This is the kind of, so when we got clear direction, especially you've got 0 DTEs, your patterns are going to look like this. Beautiful deep crab at 25 cents. Yeah, that's what I was looking for about 10 minutes ago. Nice one though. A lot to get into. If I get another setup, guys, another trigger, we'll jump to it. Yeah. Hold on. That's 30-second little day trade pattern, but you want to see that at a minimum. It's a type 2, obviously. Line that up with some 5-minute signals. It'll get a little choppy, but listen, we're just uncharted territory going forward. Yeah, 459. What's the 30-second Qs chart look like? Anything here? Oh, it was a dot. Maybe some kind of announcement. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, we'll get another dot here. Look, we're oversold again. Same thing as well. Check it out. I like this. This is probably even better than the last signal because we are down oversold in the intraday, 30-second amplified, complex amplified structure, amplified RSI right there. We will come back and do the return move. Just like that. What did I say? What about those 30 cents? Now they're, see, now they're 40 cents. This stuff moves fast. Those could easily be $1.50. We get over 460 today. QQQ on that chart. Yeah, every little throwdown is just a stop clear. They clean me out on that last one and go again. No doom and gloom. Why would we be doom and gloom? No reason to be doom and gloom. I mean, how can you be doom and gloom in this environment of like, what's the evidence to be doom and gloom except for a bunch of excessive false narrative been pervading this market for 2 years now? Anyway, listen, the plan has always been the year of the 1618. That's where we are. You're not going to stop this monster from doing its 1618 growth nub here. You're doing this obvious sprout after that long-term correction. 500. And we knew April was a pullback pause. That was it. Beyond that, the larger monetary money printer effects, this is what you get. And I think a lot of people think the money printer goes on and then it just all floods into the market. No. You keep that printer on, and there's only so many pages it can print per minute. Think of it that way. Market can only do so much in a day, a week, a month, a year, especially when you're throwing so much at it. A couple of ideas, things that are new ideas that I want to address here. Listen, I've been looking at Uber, Airbnb, things like this. Uber right around 64 bucks. It's down today. Is there going to be a turnaround anywhere here? It's a nice pattern right off the top. I got my eye on it because I think these are the ones that they did their big type 1 reactive moves, initial whatever, and now we need just a weekly. Weekly is oversold down here on Uber. When that pivots, and it will, I want to be on that long-term train. A lot there to be looking at. Sure, Tesla's another one. I started a position on Tesla last week, and I'm not selling. Not effing selling. Because I think this is the spot. No matter how deep we come back, I'm looking for this thing to start the turnaround move. I am of the opinion wherever this low is, you're looking at a low for the decade. You're looking at this low where Tesla has basically been sold down as far as it can go. Yeah, we could come a little bit lower again, but enough time has passed for me where you're 8 weeks, 10 weeks, 12 weeks into this big Gartley where it's stabilizing. So I'm watching that. I'm also watching, this is a big deal. I think I mentioned this on some crypto last week. Okay, that you have come out of the zone and you're at the 50. I need to get that to turn up on your weekly. Tesla turns up on the weekly, one little strong week. It should start to trigger it. And listen, you're at the 50 line on HSI as well. Always a good thing. All right, so Tesla, great spot, great position. If you're looking for a long term, that's it. Jump on there. One or two more interesting things that are still opportunities. Listen, Intel, not as sexy, but harmonically speaking, okay, we got lots of nice things down here. You know, you got a shark. This was also a crab pattern. The crab pattern's what we've been citing. I don't know why that's coming up as a, why is that coming up as a shark? The crab looks like this. There you go. Butterfly. I had a crab all the way back here. Crab right at 30 bucks. There it is, 27.80 thing. So we'll probably get a dot soon, anywhere in around 30. I'm on it. I just don't know why is that popping up like that? Not sure. But Intel, another one. If you're looking for big mega cap semis, Intel's in a spot where, hey, it's giving us opportunity. SMH 250, probably the strongest tech ETF there is. And what's here? Nothing. You're at the 50 line. That should continue. SMH well above, I think, even our best estimates of saying, okay, well, that correction last year, perfect bat pattern at 88. Now it's 250. Where's 2618 on this? It's much higher because we're already into extreme category. How do you know? Well, at this point, you're an 886, and then you just stair step the ladder to 1618. 1618 is 205. What's it do? It blows through, and then gives you a counter HSI to go up some more. And that 2618 is like 275, 280, 280. Another 10, 15% higher current levels. One or two more. Sure, Apple, another reason why you're liking the market. Apple holding firm, 170. Remember, there was a bunch of things at 168 to be exact. There you go, 167 with the bat pattern. You got some back-to-backs. There's another deep crab, smaller creature, but, you know, need a yellow dot at a minimum, so I'll watch that. Maybe you hit resistance at 193, 194. But you're not lower. You've held where you needed to hold, 167, and I just think the long-term tech trade and trend is not down. It's not down. It's all of these are, you know, just shoot up. What's the latest 1618 where that could possibly go? Some are going to take more time than others, but ever since all of those patterns back at the end of 2022, those were your trend, decade-long continuation patterns where you continue. Shopify, sure, looks like this. Shopify, Gartley, what's that? At 45, you know, 57. Wasn't there something here on the daily? Some, yeah, crab pattern right off the top. Okay, I'll look here. You've got the yellow dot. You're checking back. You know, it's either, tell you what, it's either 57 or 46. So keep an eye on that. It could very well be right here at 57. What's here? Amplified starting to come out. So that makes sense to me. And I do want to be looking at stuff like this. Anything that's been sold off, most of it, like Meta is a perfect example, sold off and couldn't follow through to the downside. Here's Workday. It's another one, former high flyer. Where is it? Wasn't this, sorry, I might be confusing this with Snowflake. Still oversold down there. We got the oversold last week. I'll come back to that. I do like that. It just needs probably another week or two. Snowflake, yes. So this is another one. Long-term pattern, but we've got some triggers down here. If we got to 125, that would be a perfect type 2. Massive possibility for to complete that whole correction. Sure. Yeah. Nvidia squeeze. No, Nvidia is a story stock about, concept story stock that, let's just circle back there really quick. Listen, now 140. Look, there's nothing here but up, and I don't, I'm still long. I told you guys I was long before earnings, and I just think I'm going to stay long till after the split. They're going to go 10 for 1. Anyone know when that happens? Let me know if anyone knows that exact day when they do 10 for 1 split. I would think this is absolutely sooner than later, but I think 1200, 1300. Yeah. I mean, even if we just did an extreme, you know, project that up. Where's 3618? It's way past it. There's the 3618. You got to wait for just one bearish week before you even get concerned. Amazing to think that the 1618 was there, right at the top. And we had a counter HSI. I remember talking about this back in October, and you've tripled off of that last weekly counter HSI signal. It's amazing. Remarkable stuff. That probably just keeps running till the split. Truly, truly incredible. Let's get over to crypto, Bitcoin. What's going on there? Because Bitcoin, 1.33 trillion. Big weekly continuation. We know that. 61K. Big weekly support. And we've had this bat pattern we've been dealing with right off the top. I just think this is pause. And then come on back down. Pause there, and then, and then do the return move. So that would be, well, let's get over here. Hold on. So that puts us at, here you go. I think it's 64, 66K. Let's kiss that level, 65.9 on Bitcoin, and that would be it. And then you launch for the return, breakout, get above the hop and go. And I'm going to highlight the hop level here, 74,639 as the absolute make break. We slice through there, close above that hop. That's where we accelerate and start the move up to 102.5. Right now, HSI trying to roll back down off that to the 50 line. It doesn't really matter to me because the weekly has set up what I want to see on the weekly here for Bitcoin. How do we know we're going to be in an acceleration mode? It's going to go through like that. We could be checking back off that weekly. What's the low? 66.1. I think it was a little bit different on another feed. I think it's 66. 60, 65.9. And I don't expect that to be really come back much below that 65.9. So if you're looking for the next level on Bitcoin, it's the retest of this bar or last week's low. Most of the feeds are 2 weeks ago, but not a big deal. You're just looking to get through a 30-day window here, and I think the consideration, folks, is that your 30-day count started here back on the 20th of May. So you guys know what I'm going to say, right? Where can we go 30 bars from now? puts us right into June 21. So I would look for a more consolidation into that June 21 date, but then we resolve this bearish pattern by failing it. So reaction, I don't have a problem there. And then we do the return move that blasts us off. That's all good. It's just, we're going to wait, let this kind of play itself out, and then get ready. If we got a dot down here, let's say, this would make sense too. Where was that other feed? Yeah, I mean, look, even if we checked back and we took a couple of weeks to get a dot, all of this is just set up to rocket once you take out the obvious resistance. So the fact that we've spent this much time up here, that's a sign of strength. Okay, you're not too concerned up here, knowing that, hey, could we go, what are we? We're week 11 since the last peak. So even 30 weeks, it would get us into September. I don't think it's going to take that long. I think it's June 21. Remember, folks, June 21st, we're going to do our next installment of the crypto webinar. If you guys want, get over to harmonictrader.com, become a free basic member, get your free 2-week trial, send your TradingView username to hpc@sr-analyst.com. Everything that we do is on this page. Go here, register now, right there, bang. Just sign up and then hit the basic members page, okay? If you have any questions, send me a note to harmonictrader@gmail.com. And here's the other thing I wanted to highlight. So I got some questions about the confirmation techniques. They are in Harmonic Trading Volume 2. All the books are free PDFs right there. And the confirmation strategies, complex structure, everything is in the latter half of the book. So go like, there you go. Go to like the page, what is it, 200s. This is what we're looking for, okay? That's definition of our confirmation strategies. Get a pattern, get 2 RSI BAM tests. All the details are in that book. And that's a lot what we're doing with current outlook for Bitcoin, total crypto. Someone wanted to look at the total index. Looks like this. Total. Where'd you go? Total index. There's total crypto index. Had an HSI signaling last week, so 2.3. I don't see this thing going under that very much at all. And here you go. You have another bat, just like the rest of them. Okay, really close to almost completing the type 1 pullback. But I'm okay with that pattern there. Let's just work through this, get a type 1 pullback, and then set it up to go. Because that's really how we continue major trends. Is the best way is fail a pattern. Fail the pattern. Work through it and then bust through. Total 3, I think, is interesting too to look at. That's without Bitcoin and Ethereum. They have continued just to kind of gradually pick up steam here since the low back in April. Couple of dots. The good news is that once we get above 725 billion, any close above there, then the thing just goes automatically for the retest. So you do have a possible 10% rally once we break above this. Connecting dots. Oh, here we go. Connect your dots. Looks like this. We're here on total 3. Look at that. It's a beautiful B point, exact 618, AB, CD, your 786, that's even 736. The 78.6% retracements at like 737 billion. You're at 700 billion. So even to hit that pattern at a minimum, you got to do a 5% rally. The 886 a little bit higher, more like almost 10% rally. And I think that's a great objective for the summer. And then let's see what happens with Bitcoin. Can Bitcoin do something even better? And the DeFi index, this one, similar to others, probably even a little bit better. You have this, okay? Couple of big patterns back to back. Normally, I would say, all right, I want the type 2, but we have this high level HSI right there, that arrow pointing up. That's how you know we're continuing. Okay, we're not coming down anymore. Use that HSI and we get up. We're at 105 currently. So even this one is a 20% rally up to target 2. And this is minimum stuff. So all of it in a great position. I'm really, I like what I see here. You're got a lot of good oversold readings that are pivoting when they should pivot. Amplified readings doing the minimum retracements. I mean, look at this. This is others. So this is everything except Ethereum and Bitcoin. Look, down to the 50, we've broken out. Now take your time, come all the way back. In doing so, you got to retest these highs. Great spot. I'm too bullish on Bitcoin. Okay. That's an opinion. I respect your opinion, but it's just not going to happen like that. Our weeklies are already taken out. 50K on Bitcoin. It's not going to happen. Come on back here in a month and let's see where we are. But the relative position of where everything is, okay, especially with what happened last week, is in a phenomenal spot. You're waiting for that launch pad to come to you. That's all. It can screw around and take more time, but sorry, I'm just, I don't see how that can come in there with what's happening currently. Spending 2 months up here. If we were at like 52K right now, and we were like down here, I'd say, yeah, you probably need something much more substantial. But you've spent this whole time up here on Bitcoin. All right. And with the triggers and signals that we look at and see, it's similar to what happened back here. So it's a consolidation, high level consolidation zone like that was. And every week you hold that level and just continue doing what you're doing is just another notch in the stairs. So I'll stick to my call and let's see what happens in the next month. I'll say this. If we check back and you got back to retest that candle, where's that 60,800, I'd be really surprised. But I'd say that's probably your last chance. And remember, 1618 on Bitcoin looks like this, folks. It looks like this. Here, XABC, D1618 to there. And when's that by? There you go, January. Said January all along. January 2025. A couple of more individual ones like Ethereum. What about that? Remember 2880? Well, now 3880. And we're up there just retesting prior pivot, which is okay, not bad. I like it. I like it for this situation. We had the weekly HSI and you had 4-hour patterns all across the lows here. Here you go. Let me blow this up. There you go. Sweeping all of these lows at 28.80, 28.70, whatever it was. Now you're back to back. Yes, we could pause here. Could we do a type 1? Maybe 34.40. I'd be surprised, but even if that happens, I'm not worried about any of that. Where you want to see this really blow off and start to make progress to new highs is above this hop level, 39.25. So give me the next close above 39.25 and you'll see Ethereum spin. And just this is our objective here, around 6,500. Maybe not as extreme. I'd say your minimum is the 127 because it is a butterfly configuration at around 6K. But I would even be like 141 is probably 64, 6,500. Okay, it's just a matter of when does this breakout really begin and start the follow through. You've seen some others, like check out Ethereum Classic is just it's just primed. It's ready to do some major things. A weekly HSI last week, and remember the butterfly? There you go. There's a couple butterflies right there. We're not even at target 2 yet, so that's 54 bucks. Let me bring this up. There you go. So if we think about this whole pattern formation, type 1 to target 1, beautiful, came right back to target 2, for the type 2, target 2 at 54. This is taking more time. That happens with type 2s. Reversals always take more time than reactions. And here's the thing, it's kind of like a missing part to the pattern consideration, but when we get a type 2, we get a lot of noise, consolidation, make progress, and some kind of sharp retracement. Well, there's HSI again, triggering 2 weeks ago to tell us, hey, wait a minute, I'm not done yet. I want to go again. I want to get ready, and I'm going to give it a shot from this area, 25.30 generally, to go to target 2, 54. And that's how I'm looking at this. This isn't a perfect complex structure, but you're at the 50 coming back. But Ethereum Classic, Ethereum, all of those, yep, they're in a good spot. A couple others. How about some of these meme coins, right? I've talked about Doge. Okay, Doge trying to build with all of these. There's a daily dot right there on Doge. HSI, maybe we pause here for a while. All of your readings and your current levels are more like 13 cents, maybe even 14 now. There's been other ones that are a lot better. Oh, there's Crab, Bat, and Crab back to back. So yeah, maybe under 16 a little bit. But they're impressive action. And I'll show you one or two of the other things that we've talked about previously. Just complete, I don't know, I'm not going to say garbage, but they're working. Here's Myro. I don't know who Myro is or what he is or whatever, but remember the daily Gartley? Look at that. At 12, now it's 28 cents. This is in a month, and I think target 2 at 31.5 is definitely on the agenda here. Or what about Pepe? You know, and I normally would be completely dismissive of garbage like this. They're moving. This stuff's moving, and it's up a 10x off the February low. And you have to go out further in history. But that's what a crypto run looks like. So far, so good. The other ones that I was looking at before was SHIB. There's SHIB. And SHIB looks like on the weekly, that pause is done. The daily, you had a dot. So SHIB, around 2,200s, thousands or millions, whatever. And don't be surprised to see SHIB do something like this. You go back, there's your X to A, B point. Really nice retracement. Go to an 886. Geez, that's what a 4x from current levels. There you go. Connecting dots, but that's possible. Let's check a couple other data feeds on this. Yeah, they're all the same. Mostly the same. Floki, yeah, that was another one. Floki really started moving just 2 weeks ago. Where is it? Here it is, Floki. Oh yeah, see? Daily, weekly, blowing out a Gartley. Kind of tough for me to chase it here, but if we get a pullback, I mean, these things are, what are they doing? They're going into price discovery right after halving, which is kind of what we wanted to see across the board with all of these. So, you know, I mean, you're in a good spot. And if you're looking for a speculative environment, well, how much better could it be than that? You know, I think it's a sign of what's to come here. Couple others, Floki, SHIB. I looked at Doge. Yeah, here's something. This is this Elon, Dogelon, a total degenerate crypto. But look, we got beautiful patterns. This one hasn't moved as much. It's probably like SHIB, where you're still in development, barely 30 days off that Gartley, but you know, you've got some obvious resistance levels, but that's like a 50% move higher. And if we get to T1s, we really start moving on this one. I have enough patterns like that. A couple others that have patterns that are really things that I'm super focused on at the moment with great patterns that early in development. Here's Kusama, guys. JK, here you go. Big daily. Was that daily or weekly? I think it was daily. Yeah, butterfly right there at 27. Confirmation came in around more like 29. Hourly, give me some dots. Hourly, 4 hour. All right, there's an hourly. Check that out. Bat pattern. If it's back at 29, that would probably be it for the T2. Couple of dots. We need to wait for another HSI. We'll get oversold again. But those are big patterns looking left. Couple others with patterns. Here's another one, Harmony 1, total sleeper. But look, you got patterns looking left. Patterns, I said patterns right here looking left. That bat pattern. I hear you. What's up, man? Yeah, okay. What's up, Tails? I'll get to you. Be patient. GameStop's not going anywhere. What do you want GameStop for? Ride it up and right back down 30 seconds later? We'll get it. It's not personal. This is why we're going to have to do the chat. We're going to have to do the tip jar, my friend. Yes, Dustin. I'm on it this week. Couple others. Here's another one. Hasn't moved yet. Spell. Well, this one started to move. I showed you guys last week at 77. This was over 1/10 of a cent. This is the kind of structure pattern where you know you've got something behind you. So how to play it? Just wait for that pullback. Get on a 4 hour. At this point, you're just looking for 4 hour HSIs like that. Real nice butterfly at the low. Hold on. This is terrible screen image. There you go. But get ready. It's going to come back, do another oversold soon, and go again. What about Solana? Solana, not doing much, but 185 is resistance. It's 167, 161 right now. 161 support. Might be setting up for another opportunity before it goes higher. This is certainly one of the ones that need to really rock it. And I think at this point, you really need to monitor on the time frames. Remember, 4-hour patterns, daily oversolds, great recipe to go with. Now, we have a bearish pattern here, but it's a type 1. So look for the reaction for the return move from 160 back up to 188. Good stuff there. I mean, it's really, there's a lot of things to be smiling about when it comes to crypto, folks. And, it has my attention. Ooh, Celestia is up 10%. Remember that at $9, $8. Now it's starting to move. 4-hour, wasn't this a daily as well? There's the, yeah, daily. Look at this. Okay, so let's get into it. Whether it's Dodge Long Mars or Celestia or Solana or QQQs, listen, market's raging, gives you a beautiful pullback, hop level with a dot right at 881. Now you're 11 going to 15 because that's your objective. Actually, we did do a type 1, type 2. Let's check the other feed. What's that? Binance? Where's Coinbase? Coinbase has got it. Yeah, it did a T1, T2, but there's the first confirmation. How do you know this is going to really go? That kind of a thing. So I like that. Celestia. But things that have yet to move. XRP, yes. XRP is just, it's just right there. It's 52.7. 52 cents. I'm going to just bump your level. Before we were saying under 50 or 47. Now I'm going to say anything under 52. You can throw darts. Throw in darts so we can go back to there. What about dog whiff hat? Dog whiff hat. I don't understand it. Somebody's got to explain this to me in 30 seconds like I'm a 80-year-old 70-year-old boomer. I just say, all right, HSI oversold. We knew that at 250. Now it's trying to make the move. 4-hour chart, what's there? Oh, we had a couple of these things. A couple of patterns. So even if you miss this, takeaway. The takeaway on your favorite crypto. Get your 4-hour patterns lined up. Get a daily oversold. Things like this. Stellar Lumens, same boat as XRP. That's why it's not moving, but 10.5 cents, there's a new idea for you folks. 10.5 daily oversold is like 10.2 with some nice patterns down here. Okay, it's a lot of times people are great, Scott, Pepe, whatever, ran 300%. Well, here's another example of something that is yet to move. That's great setup in position. Get it on your radar kind of a thing. Spell is another one I told you guys about 2 weeks ago. I've been on ever since. Doge with a hat. Yeah, probably Doge with a hat. Filecoin, what's up, Susanator? Filecoin or File G. Filecoin, we know the deal there. I mean, Filecoin's big pattern right now as we speak around 6. It's 590. Daily, there you go. 4 hours like this. Where are my patterns? Right there. Nice patterns on Filecoin. 5.6, 5.8, anything under $6 I think is your next level. And what's that? Binance? Binance, good one. Binance daily, that is it. 540 is the end of that, is 886 XA level on that bat pattern. And I just think this is a matter of time. So if you're down here and you're close to 550, 540, you're all clear. Ready to go for the next one where this is a type 1. So you go from 540, 550 to 760. Percentage-wise, I'll take that every time. Okay, before I get out, let me transition back to the stocks with things like Riot and Mara and other things like that. Riot, blockchain, 4-hour chart. It's still a type 2 in development. I like it. Just going to take time. Anywhere under, if you're not in it yet, 1030 or under is a go. What about Mara? Like that, 21 bucks, making its way. It's all about that Gartley at 1788. If you retested that one more time, that's probably it. But I like all of these. They just can be frustrating when they're not going to do what you want it to do. But that's why we trade. That's why we get paid the money we get paid is to do that work, is to do the patience work. So Mara, just a matter of time. Even if it came all the way back to 17, it's another opportunity. How about GameStop, everybody? Anyone hear about GameStop ever again? Okay, I should call this the Widowmaker. What was that? Oh, that was just whoever the roaring pussy guy is. Okay, roaring kitty, whatever, raging, whatever his name is. Yeah, you did a good one there. Good to wait. What is it here? GameStop. Well, you might get a yellow dot today off of the last check back at around 19. My guess, and I'm in no rush on this one, open is at 2268. That's probably your entry tomorrow. What about, that's on the 4-hour chart. Daily looks like this. Daily's in a nice spot. Daily's coming out of HSI. Okay, what's the concern? Well, we never came back for the full type 2 at 10 bucks. And here's another situation where, okay, high level HSI working in your favor, that's an important signal. So you got my attention on GameStop, but it doesn't start until tomorrow. I don't care. I'm just going to wait and be patient on it. That's what it looks like on an hourly. Name that pattern. It's the bat pattern. So let it come back. It's what, 2021 is your XA? It's tough to ride that, you know. I mean, you know, monkey business is going on when you go from 12 to 60. You know that that's coming right back down. It does not work any other way in the market. Okay, it just doesn't. When you 5x a stock, and then the company comes out and says, all right, give me $1 billion. I want to sell $1 billion at the market, and they get it. Well, that's dilutive. But if you're really looking for a spot to re-enter, it's under 21. And I dare I say, fill the gap, then go. All of the degenerates are looking at that gap, and that gap is down there. Fills it at around 1880. What about AMC? Is it worth anything? Really tough there. Not much there. At least you have a pattern on GameStop. Okay, my question is, all these guys that are on GameStop, did they sell when they got their move? Because I know people say they're never selling. Well, if it goes up, especially AMC, you go from 3 to 10 bucks and you don't sell, that's on you. I'm not in, I don't play the markets like that. I can't play lottery ticket dreams and hopes. Like if something's 300% in 2 or 3 days, it's unsustainable. So maybe that is the first thrust of something, Because look at the weekly on AMC, and I find this really interesting. Check it out. Remember when we jumped in front of AMC and I showed you guys that tweet? That right here, we were right on that tweet before the major move on AMC back in 2020. It was monstrous. Okay. This is officially the type 2 for AMC. So GME or AMC, I'm going to say AMC is actually in a better spot. There's the dot. Let me blow this up really big. Also, there's the hop at 487. Even though this thing went all the way to $2, this is a big deal. Okay, there's the dot. What's the open on that? That's at 320. We retested it and we exploded. That's really what happened there. So AMC might be a better cause for speculation than even GME. What's going to double quicker, GME or AMC? I leave that for you to decide, but I'm of the opinion AMC has a few more things here, but you might just screw around for a while, not do much. Yeah, I mean, tomorrow is the day to start looking. Okay, and it's the first time you've seen it since that last signal. Couple more. Let's go over to, let me show you guys a couple of things that we need to talk about. Gold. So what's going on with gold? It's actually, I'm surprised that gold's held up this much. It made another run to 2450. That's the big 1618. Now we're throwing down for another bullish pattern down here. And I'm thinking gold is already wanting to do the move to 2800. So let's really spot up what's happening here. HSI weekly check back was 2400. And remember, it's like this. This is the big measurement for gold, that big 1618. I think it was really spot on there. It was like 2400, and the weekly is the same area. So hold on. Weekly is like, where's the weekly? Weekly setup. Oh, there it is. You got to go all the way back here. Yeah, you got to go back to 2011. And so your 1902 was 2650, 1618. Yeah, that too. They both hit at around 2400. So even if we go sideways, I expect that to be capped, at least for now. But maybe we don't do much more than like 2300 pullback and you go again. Really close. Look, last daily signals, triggers, 2317. 2300 could be it for the whole continuation and on your way to 2500. So the GLD, it's a better way to look at this. Currently trading around 218. Here's the weekly, looks like this. Oh, did you guys see that? Oh, why'd that disappear? I don't know why that disappeared. Hold on. Maybe it's on a monthly too. There's your monthly. All-time top of the range. The weekly, come on, where are we? 10-day. I know we had a crab up here. I just showed it. The 1618 on the GLD is more like 240, 241. So why I'm saying this, listen, gold has been a great leading indicator for this whole market. Gold continues to be so. And regardless of the reasons, if gold's going to continue to go up, then price appreciation for paper assets like stocks will continue. Got to look at the dollar really quick. Dollar index is like this, not doing much, but not going higher. How do we know that if this is a full blow-off market move when the dollar rolls over? Like if the dollar breaks down, okay, under 3-bar range. It's like 104, 103. It is a massive deal. You're trying to get through that 107 level on the dollar index. If that is it for the long-term move, and then the dollar is going to start depreciating, well, that's how Bitcoin and the rest of them, in my opinion, are really going to move. You're going to get more demand, but also dollar is going to go down. And so you get the dollar denominator going down. That makes the price numerator side continue to go higher. And that's, I think it's much lower. This is potentially a massive topping formation up here. And that's the monthly chart. It's a type 2 up here on the dollar index. That's why it's so important. It doesn't matter, the dollar's going to get depreciated and they're going to keep the printer on. What we're looking for is when this breaks down, when can the market accelerate? Look at this area. You go back to October, okay? You had 2 hard months down. What did that do? It sent the market straight up in the air. These 2 candles, 1 and 2. Okay, we get 1, and then we're going to go into June next week, and you start breaking down, they're going to flip. Market will pop straight up in the air. All right, that's why I'm looking at this. All the concerns about interest rates, what have you, forget it. Forget it. We're looking for acceleration in paper assets. Just keep it close. Don't lose sight of that. Look, for everything we've talked about, what are we looking for? We're looking for NASDAQ to go to 20,000. Looking for that to go above 20,000. And I mean now. Do a rip-roaring 1,200, 1,300 point move, if not a 10% move, between now and the election. That's what NASDAQ's asking to do. And if the dollar rolls over and goes down, there you go. We continue. Yeah, I agree with that. Listen, they do it for, they do it for obvious reasons, but we don't have to care. Okay, we just recognize what's happening, go with the larger trends, semiconductors, big 1618 blowouts, expansions, QQQ, SPY. All of these have to do like a 10% move now, and I mean now to the end of the election, to November. Where are we? Think about it. It's 5 months away. We're going to do a 10% move in the markets in the next 5 months. That's the same as where we were, I would say, back in October, before that big move. And it should be that kind of size of move. 1 or 2 other things that I need to get out of my head really quick. What was the other? Sorry. Uber? No, I talked about that. Was it 3M? Maybe it was probably the Dow stocks. Yeah, 3M turning around. Maybe a quick peek at the diamonds, the Dow. Look, here are the diamonds. Dow hit 40,000, which was 400 on the diamonds. Little pause. Doesn't mean much. Weeklies like this, that's what it was. So we have a big continuation here on the diamonds. Back at 380 or 388. That should be the low. So if we come back and retest this, and I can say this for most of these market ETFs, you're basically looking at any little pullback in the next week or two is probably the low for the year. Yeah, take a look. HSI hit the 50, rolling back down. This will resume up again. And when it does, when you resume up here on the diamonds, that's when the rest of the market should really start to spread out. So if it's the diamonds, or if it's there's stocks like ExxonMobil here, that's on a weekly. Where's JP Morgan? Looks like this. Yeah, this is interesting too. Look, JP Morgan's got a massive pattern. Look at this crab pattern. But we had a reaction trying to put in another dot, but not going down. I mean, this reaction, that was about it. You're still in the zone. I think we make a run to the hop before it rolls over. This dot won't even be official till the end of the week. There's others. You know, some of the big ones. Here's IBM. I talked about that last week. Weekly HSI dot. That's a big continuation. So I'll look at a lot of these that triggered last week. Wasn't there something? There was something here on IBM. It was a 4-hour. Yeah, bat pattern. That's what it was. Looks like it's trying to fail. But whatever these pullbacks are, like the Dow, it hit 40,000, made some noise for a minute. I'm not really too concerned about that. In fact, what I'm looking for is this thing to go much higher. You know, hit 400. There's the 4-hour chart. Okay, back here, target to around 383. That'll be about it. You know, I'm looking for whatever is pulled back in the last week, few days here. I'm looking for that to end. There's the daily. Is a bat pattern, alternate bat, by the way. You're at target 1. I expect that to stabilize. Maybe by Thursday we start the turnaround, because the next move higher is your acceleration of the summer rally. Absolutely. That's what we're looking for. Today is what? May 28th, folks. May 28th. Okay, where are we going to be June 30? One or two more. I'll get out of here. We looked at oil. Oil still, we didn't look at crude oil spot futures, but looks like this. Yeah, nice little update today. Oh, did you see that pattern? Why did that disappear on me? 77 should be, yeah, right here, 77.28 for the low for crude oil futures. And against the weekly pattern, this doesn't change. Crude oil is still up off of this beautiful type 2. And I'm looking for this to get up to 107, but it, you know, will take months. It will take months to get up there. But nothing changes on crude oil. Still making progress higher. Bank of America, I haven't looked at that in a while. Remember all those patterns? Yeah, 26, 29, now 39. Let that be an example. The boring stocks with beautiful patterns are beautiful opportunities, no matter what. There are a lot of these boring type stocks that have great setups. We probably should do that next time. Identify a lot of those Dow type opportunities. CR, SR, Corsair Gaming. Yeah. Not the kind of trend I want to see. Not a bad pattern. Okay. I get you. The bat pattern here at 11 bucks. If you got something special to share, if your dad works at the company and knows about a buyout, let us know about that. It would always help. I'm joking. Yeah, there's a type, almost a type 2. It didn't hit target 1, but that's okay. You know, probably better ones. PayPal, a little bit better, but boy, is that taking forever to turn around its downtrend. A lot of patterns at 62. I think that needs time. I like it. It's just you're in a spot where it's going to take time. But boy, is that on a discount? Yes. I just think you're 62 at the moment. Can you come back? to the mid 50s one more time? Maybe. What about a 4-hour chart? Nothing really there. A couple things around 60 bucks. Yeah. Boeing, not bad. Yeah, Boeing has some big patterns down here. 173 right now. But Boeing was about what, the daily or the weekly? Hold on. Some daily signals, but there's something here on the weekly, if I recall. Couple of dots. Yeah, it was, you go back to 2022, we had a big pattern, 138. There's your first yellow dot, bullish, since that low. So I'll start looking there. So be it. That's okay. Not bad. Not bad. I think that's all right, but it's you know, probably needs a little bit more time. This may be the first week to start looking. LG, Lahanta Gold. No, I can't do that. What about, I saw Lowe's there, Lowe's Corp. I haven't looked at that forever. Where's that? Oh, amazing. Weekly, deep crab. That's a pretty interesting pattern. Look for a target one at 67. This is a good one to look at because we see a lot of bearish patterns right now that aren't doing much. So let that come in. Give me either HSI down here or target one for the trend resumption. There was one, is this NNOX, this NVIDIA? Here's NNOX, Nano X Imaging. I think it's an NVIDIA side play. This is nice type 2 pattern. Big move to target 2. Where's HSI? Not there yet. I think I'm confusing that with this RXRX Recursion Pharmaceuticals. A daily had some things here. I'll come back to that. Not a lot to sink my teeth into at the moment. What's up, Neil? Appreciate you. Thank you. Appreciate the message. International Paper, IP. Yeah, those have been really good. IP and Kimberly-Clark. Oh, nice. Yeah, look, that had a bat pattern at 32, now 45. I'd say that did well. And Kimberly-Clark, KMB. KMB. Oh, that was earlier this year with a bat pattern. That's the kind of thing, though, sleeper patterns that they can take 6 months to go sideways, but they'll eventually do the move. What about something like Alcoa, or you get into those old economy? Yeah, this had a bunch of stuff at 23. Now you're at 42. Or what about stuff like DuPont? This gets to what I was alluding to with the Dow stocks. Yeah, look, new highs. Amazing. Amazing. New highs. Yeah, it was a weekly. Remember Budweiser? Bud, Anheuser-Busch? Yeah, we don't have to get into it, but I think this one was, it's a monthly. He has a big monthly pattern down here. All the way back. Or, oh, you know what the other ones were? There were stuff like Kraft Heinz, KHC. Hasn't completely moved, but okay, good pattern. There's the weekly. So KHC setting up for a type 2. That's the kind of pattern I was talking about where, listen, these sleeper old economy patterns. Yeah, like that. Or, oh, here's one. So I've been waiting on this one for a long time, Monster Beverage. This was one of the best performers of last 2 decades. Here's your bat pattern, type 2, coming in at 50, right under 51. So that's another new idea. And I think I'll have some more new ideas next time. Let's save it for then. All right. That's what I have for today, folks. We looked at Bitcoin on the weekly, and we're just going to give it time. Just be patient. Nothing changes. All the 1618 stuff that we've talked about still on tap. We're looking for big patterns like this. You know, get these sleeper patterns that are doing their type 2s on dailies and get it ready to rip, because summer rally is about to begin, folks. NASDAQ going to above 20K on this move. That's what I have for today. We'll jump back. I'll be here on Thursday. I'll give away a book or two and some software on Thursday. So join me then. If you have any questions, get to me over at harmonictrader@gmail.com. Become a basic member. Get the free 2-week trial. Send your username to hpc at sr-analyst.com. Okay, that's what we have. Thanks, everybody. Have a great one.